We are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And as you know, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
Those guys.
So, Lawrence, how's it been? You know,
good.
it's you know, we changed over to this new platform, and it's a little different, the same, you know, I don't know, makes a handsome guy like myself kind of different here. But anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys, everybody. And as you know, this is where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. So if the weather has been nice where you are, please let me know how the weather is where you are and if you've been able to get out and fly, because the weather has been nice here, but it's been hot.
Yes.
So if you've had, you know, if you've been able to fly in the shower or from the shower or from, from the pool, let me know how it's been going. It's been hot here. I know it's been really hot here. I've been in some places, believe me.
We were on a couple of rooftops that were hot.
That's not.
That roof we went to that was bright. We could have wore shades or one of those moon helmets to block the reflection of the roof in our face. Come on. Hey, what's up, Mark Fisher, John Olson, Jody. John Olson, Jody, Takeoff Eldon. Eldon's here. Gary, Grant's Ariel. A few other people. RJ's Ariel, he was here earlier. Waypoint.
You got Jody?
How's everybody doing? Brooklyn Jimmy.
Did you forget? You didn't forget Jody, did you?
And I'm sorry, and Jody, the drone shots. And John, Blend Media. I'm just getting used to this new layout here, so you guys got to bear with us for a little bit.
I am too, but it's just
We'll see how we feel at the end of 2 hours.
That's funny that you say that. How I feel in 2 hours.
Why so?
No, because getting used to the whole new layout and everything like that, and the things that come about, and so you got the message that I sent you this morning, right, on LinkedIn?
Which one? Because one you sent yesterday. I did
this morning.
That means nothing to me hours later. As social media, I get so much stuff in social media. Seriously.
LinkedIn this morning.
This morning. I did get a message from you this morning. You're 100% right.
All right. You got that message?
Yes. Yes, I did.
What was in that?
You're going to make me go look at it now. that one, that's which the last one was a comment from FYI. There is no CCC. No. And then the one before that was the robot.
No, hold on. The one that I sent you was a message that came to me this morning
at 1:36 a.m. I just didn't want to mention any names. I didn't know if I could or not.
Well, I don't. Listen, I Vic sent that to me this morning.
Oh, okay. So this is breaking news then. Do we have a breaking news sound effect?
Well, I'm quite sure that everyone has heard this, But I'm just saying to you.
Okay.
You know, he sent that to me this morning.
That's interesting. I did see it. Can I read it out?
Sure.
Okay. 1:36 a.m. in the morning. FYI, there is no CCCPDA language in the Senate NDAA. I'll put out more later tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no mention of drones. Hey SJM, how are you? See, I'm jumping back and forth between chats. I like the original YouTube chat.
What's wrong with the original YouTube channel?
I like it better than the interface that we have here.
Oh, well, you mean you talking about Zoom?
Yeah, I just got an alert that you're live right now from Facebook.
Really?
Yes, nice. Let me click on it and see. Open up the window, and it brings me right here to the stream. Yep, there we go.
But you said the other day you don't get those links.
Whatever you did, it worked. Whatever you did, it worked. Now I'm going to LinkedIn and see if we're hot over there too.
That's why
it's live on LinkedIn. Let's see.
Should be.
View page. I do not see an alert here, but all right. 1 out of 2 isn't bad. Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
You need help, but anyhow, so as far as that's concerned, right? From the message that you got this morning, I just think that you know, like I said, it's not a victory or anything like that. It's just better language in you know, going forward in that bill. But I don't think it's going to stop. But let's see what happens. So far, so good, right? As they would say.
Yeah. So far
we all right. Still.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Still room in the foxhole.
Oh, yeah. I was talking with Eldon. Oh, yeah, no problem, Eldon. I'm sorry. I had to switch back to the YouTube chat because I can see everything better. He says, Lawrence, good looking out on the info yesterday when I was in Brooklyn. Also went to Canarsie Piers. Okay. Oh, so you got some good flying in. Good.
You can't do a split screen?
I don't want to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna leave it just like that. Hey, Jim's Droney. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with you guys. Wednesday night with those guys.
Wow, what you guys.
I muffed it, huh?
Wow, Wednesday night with you guys.
Because I'm hanging out with you guys, so that kind of works. Why not? That works. Quick cover, right?
Guys, funny. But you know what I wanted to mention was?
Yeah.
And it's coming up soon. Not that close, but it's close. You know. The UAV at the commercial UAV Expo.
Yes.
Yeah, drones in action. That's September 3rd to the 5th.
Yes.
At the Caesars Forum. Yeah, so if you're in the area, feel free to check that out. Jump on it.
I wish I could go.
Oh, well, there's actually something coming up I think in Miami, but I think that's in November. But
okay.
Or
all
October.
Right. Well, we've been talking about this expo for a minute, so if you're in the area, excuse me, like Herman says, check it out for sure, definitely.
I mean, I was looking at some of the video that's out there about it, and they got a lot of stuff happening, isn't it? A lot of stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good speakers supposed to be speaking. So if you're in the area, check it out. And for those of you who are in the tri-state area, you know, that want to fly in a nice, cool spot. Hey,
Hey,
Gary,
Vicky.
that want to fly in a nice, cool spot and feel like having some hot dogs and hamburgers and whatever secret treats might pop up.
Okay.
Who knows? But those guys is having a little barbecue and meet up and fly on
barbecue / meetup.
Yeah, and on September 21st of this year, of 2024, at Calvert Vox Park over in Brooklyn. So feel free, come through, hang out, have some burgers and some hot dogs, and fly your drones. Check out the Coney Island Creek, the backdrop from the what's that? The parachute drop. And
that's for Coney Island in the background.
Yeah, and the old what's that? The old little Coney Island, what's that? The little submarine?
Yellow submarine, yes.
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 Yeah, what's that? The Quester? The Quester
Mm-hmm.
1? Yeah, it's a little submarine that's stuck out.
Mark says he'll be here. He'll be there. That's good. Yes, Gary, it's actually a yellow submarine. You know the story, Herman. Tell him the story while I try and find a picture of it.
Coney Island, yeah, was a guy who worked at the shipyard, the Navy Yard, probably more than likely, or over in what's that? Clinton Hills, over that side, or at Fort Greene, Clinton Hill area. So yeah, he built a submarine and he launched this submarine. And somehow, some way, it got stuck out there, and they never removed this thing. So it's been out there ever since, and it's been like the highlight of the creek.
Here it is. Here's a picture of it.
So everybody that comes to fly here has to fly out there and get a shot of it. I actually have
this guy built this thing by himself.
I actually have a video of the last meetup that we had there.
Yeah,
those guys. It's on YouTube on the channel, and Captain Ray is featured in the video. But that lake out that I shouldn't say lake. It's an inlet cut off from the water when it goes out to sea for the Coney on the other side of the beach. So it's similar, but not the same as like how you have Jamaica Bay out there.
Yeah.
It's just that's just the water where it runs in from a little inlet where water runs in that should be running out to sea. So I guess ever since people have been just dragging stuff out there and leaving it there, so there's all kind of cool stuff to see out there, especially during the summertime when the birds are out there hanging out.
True.
There's a little boat.
Hey, Jeff Norman.
Also a boat that's out there stuck.
Yeah, see, aka the Quester is 45-foot submarine built in 1967. Yes, it is. Jeff got the bio right there. Thank you, Jeff Norman.
Yeah.
How are you? All is well.
Check out the video. The submarine is featured in the video.
Yes. It's an interesting little story. It's a nice subject over there. There are also a few sunken boats, like people have left boats there over the many, many decades because they're like half rotted away, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, the birds, they hang out there. There's probably all kind of cool stuff there for them to peck at.
Mm-hmm. But that'll be the main attraction. Actually, the true attraction is if you go up 50 feet or higher, you'll be able to see Coney Island Park from there.
Right. Exactly.
Now,
that's what I was saying. That you got the parachute drop in the back of all your shots. You got hyperlapse with the highway and all that other stuff like that.
We will put it in the group, in the those guys group, and a people in New York.
But especially if you've never been there before.
Yeah, so if you want to come and hang out, you're more than welcome to come. What day is that again? September what?
September 21st.
I need to put it in my calendar.
And if it rains that day, and it's not going to rain the next day, we'll try it that next day. We'll still be able to get out there and do what we got to do. But
September 21st, Saturday, barbecue, 5 a.m.
I have another date, Lawrence.
Yeah, okay.
If like I said, if it's going to pour down rain that day, I'm going to be out there again the next day. If not, we'll reconvene on October 12th.
Hey, Corey, what's good?
If the weather is bad.
Okay, it would switch to, if it's raining or bad the very next day, the barbecue will be October 12th the next day, because we got to remember there's football in between.
Yeah, I got to schedule it to my schedule, plus,
Yeah, because in between work and and
so that's the thing. So we'll see what's happening. More than likely, everything happens on the 21st. The weather should be fine.
Right.
And we'll go.
Eldon says, looking forward to meetup. Let me know what I can bring. Well, we will post it in those guys group on Facebook and a couple of other groups. And if you're in the tri-state area and you would like to donate or bring something, we will let you know, right, Herman?
Yes.
Whatever's brought would be appreciated. This isn't going to be no South Florida drone meetup. All right. Well, I'm sorry. We don't have hundreds of gifts to give away and things. It's just a barbecue and fly and get together, kumbaya moment, then everybody go home. I'm being an ass about it, but you get what I'm talking about.
Everybody's going to be all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, everyone will be nice. Everyone will get, what time, Herman? Jeff Norman says we will be there early.
Well, I was looking at somewhere around 9 o'clock in the morning. If that's
around 9, we would start.
If that's not too early or if that's not too late for some guys.
Yeah, 9. Okay, there you go, Jeff. 9 a.m. it'll start. Well, we will be there definitely.
Because I know most drone pilots, they don't meet up. They sneak out. They like to be out there like early in the morning, like 5 o'clock, slithering along in the grass waiting.
Yeah, this is true.
As soon as there's a little bit of daylight, their drone is up.
See, Eldon says he flies earlier than that. But yeah, okay. So the barbecue will start at 9. And do we get to meet Casey Neistat? Man, Casey hasn't been in New York in so long, we can't even call him a New Yorker.
Who?
Casey Neistat, the one who used to crash DJI drones and go return them.
I know who you're talking about. I didn't hear who he was talking about. I know who.
But yeah, Casey Neistat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely. So we will, like I said, we will post it in those guys group and 1 or 2 other groups that we know are close to New York or have affiliates here in New York. And just come by, have a burger, a hot dog. We can sit and chill and
burger, hot dog,
something to drink.
See, now
non-alcoholic.
We can't condone the alcohol because if you're flying, then you can't drink.
Yeah. We can't participate in that. And if you do, just don't let us know about it. The less I know, the less I have to lie.
And we do suggest that everybody fly within the rules of, the rules. Or do we have
Casey is back in New York, so if you can reach out to him, he might make it.
Okay.
Jeff, we've reached out to Casey Neistat 7 years ago.
You know what you do, Jeff? Call him. Matter of fact, I have my people call his people.
Thank you, Jim's. Jim's droning said, "Who wants to meet Casey when you got those guys?" We appreciate you, Jim.
Thank you.
The check's in the mail, buddy.
Well, you
Right.
know what happened?
Oh, go ahead.
No, because there's some things happening out there, and they got a lot of deals happening and stuff like that. So I was just looking at, DJI happens to be, ow, something in my eye. Anyway, yeah, 20% off on the what's this here?
The Air 3.
Yeah, the Air 3, and guess what they got? All kind of nice little gifts and free stuff and they're giving away. So what we got going on?
I did see that. They have the Air 3 here, 20% off from July 15th to the 22nd. Now pay attention to the dates because not everything is on sale during the same time. Then you have 16% off from the 5th of the Mini 3 from 15th to the 18th. Okay. Then 40% off that Gen Rack, that DJI Power 1000 from the 8th to my mouth waters when I see this thing because I want one so bad. The Osmo 6, we can bypass that. No, I'm playing. They have the Osmo 6 from the July 4th until the 24th, 7% off. Hold on, I have to point out with the retractable handle.
Oh,
see right here. There's a difference. There's a difference. And then you have the Osmo Mobile in DJI White SE for $90. But they have some extra stuff down here that they're giving out. Well, this is the regular price stuff, but you know how they do. If you buy this right here, the Mini 4 Pro, they'll give you a DJI shirt, $40 value. They're doing okay. So if you guys
hold on, let me stop you for a second.
Go ahead.
You can't beat the retractable handle, man.
Yes.
Handle.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
But go ahead. What you were saying now?
I'm gonna put the link in the chat. You guys can check it out when you want. Who knows? You may want to get
t-shirts and stuff. Oh, wait a minute.
There we go. Every power pack seems to be on sale this month. You know what, Jeff? Because in another 4 months, it'll be a new year, damn near. Going into a new year.
Here you go, Jeff. You want to make movies? 8K in the whole night.
Oh, yeah, yo, that Ronin 8K.
There you go, Jeff.
See, you saw Lord of the Rings, right? If I had this 8K, I'd be sitting in the corner with it going, my precious.
Oh, here we go. This is where it really.
I'm thinking about that Osmo 3, man, because
you like that, right?
That 1-inch sensor. That 1-inch sensor on it is a plus. I have my Osmo. I'm happy. I'm happy with my Osmo.
Tired of it, right? For that price, you tired of it.
Yeah, for that price, I think I need to upgrade. Plus, if you guys heard last week, I got a raise.
Oh, here we go.
That's all you'll hear. That's I'm being funny about it. But
but you know what it is. It's the same old thing. It's the same old thing. So check it out. Feel free. Knock yourself out. It's out there.
So I'm just saying I don't drive. So I was thinking maybe I need a commuter tool like the Osmo 3.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Have it in your pocket.
Somehow I don't see the correlation, but
I got you.
Most people say, I don't drive, so I either ride public transportation or I got a bike or I got a motorcycle or some other form of transportation. You know,
I have the Lime scooter app.
He's got a camera.
I have the Lime scooter app.
I don't know. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When you flip the screen out, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does that help you with the transportation?
No, it's just I want one. I've been thinking about it. Now I have an excuse to get one.
I got you.
That's all.
So
you got to have a camera in today's time, especially living in New York. You got to have a camera. I mean, a cell phone suffices, but if you got an Osmo 3, why not? Something goes down, flick the screen, pull it out, and you're shooting.
Make sure you don't hit the wrong button, because when the police come, it's not gonna really look good. You showing the police everything in time lapse.
Oh yeah, right.
Or slow mo, or shot it in slow mo.
That would be funny.
Anyway, that's the speed. Wait, what you were saying?
I'm typing in the chat.
You was about to say something.
I was going to ask, does anyone have a chance to fly? And I just decided to type it in the chat as well, because it's been hot as hell in here in New York.
Well, I asked earlier in the stream when we first came in.
Yeah, but there weren't as many people here.
If everyone will get out and fly, and if you have, how's the weather where you are? Let me know how it is, and if you've been able to get out and fly.
Hey, Warren Acarasho, how are you?
You know, I see what it is. If you're looking at the YouTube chat, right?
Yes. It comes up a few seconds later.
YouTube's like about a second later. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I can see in the YouTube window. Everything we were just talking about the hot deals and cool prices.
Wow. There's Brooklyn Jimmy says he got up on the 4th of July, just spun in circles. That's pretty much all you have to do in some neighborhoods, because
what happened?
Hey Leonard, he was saying, I asked if anyone get a chance to fly. Brooklyn Jimmy said he got a chance to go out and fly this weekend, and he just went up and spun in circles. And I'm like, pretty much that's all you have to do here in New York. 91 in Cleveland, Tennessee, going to fly to Nevada 2 here shortly when you get off work. Okay, nice. Enjoy. Safe flight.
That's hot still, but safe flight.
91 in Tennessee is different from 91 here in New York. Definitely.
91 is 91.
That's true. Flynn says 74 in Michigan just had almost 4 inches of rain. That's right. They're getting hit hard there. That will be here, I think, in another day or two. We're supposed to get rain, I think, Thursday and Friday from Beryl.
Well, you know what, Lawrence? I mean, we've been experiencing some really strange weather across the country. The country has been very hot in some of the coldest places in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And they've had some very bad weather out in Texas. And, I just want to, I don't know who's had in the drone community and our sport community has had any problems out in Texas. But if anybody's had any problems, I don't know, my heart goes out to you with this, the damages I've seen on the news. It's terrible. Some of the heat and stuff that I see across this country is really bad. That's why I say that people have been able to get out and fly, because I don't want you to get out there and fly in 100-degree weather. This is terrible.
Yeah.
Like Lauren said, we were on one roof and I was burning the hell up.
Yeah, we were burning, literally. The roof was reflective. Bill has a question for you, Herman.
Who? What?
Bill, coast to coast. Have you been able to confirm the countering CCP wasn't added to the Senate version? I've only heard about the DroneWorks email. Vic, Moss had mentioned, we mentioned it earlier, Bill, that he says it has not been added to that NDAA or whatever the case is.
Yes, it hasn't been that.
Correct. So that's what we know about as much as you do. But in fact, Herman got that email this morning at 1:38 in the morning, right?
Yes, I'm still waiting to hear from him on any other further news if he has anything.
Right. But for now, that's about all we do know. Getting on with, okay, that's that. I'm just trying to make sure.
Getting on with the getting on and the getting on.
Uh-huh.
And the getting on and the getting on. As we get along, what I did want to do now, Lawrence, was to where are we right now? We're at we mentioned a couple of things. I did want to recap something from last week that we spoke on. And when we mentioned that DJI was getting into the what's that, the e-bike business?
Yes.
Yeah. And we had some stuff that was put out there by a couple of the gentlemen there that, in the DJI marketing and promotions team. They kind of know that now everybody likes the so-called leak thing. So with the shady pictures, so everybody kind of gets on that. Hey, what's up there, John? What's going on, man? So with that being said, so like I said, we mentioned that last week that DJI was putting out this bike, and a couple of people in the chat had mentioned a few things, and they were going back and forth, making it jokes and stuff about it. And we actually have a few things on the bike,
Right.
So this bike that DJI has put out is actually with what's this? Amflow, which happens to be a 1-year-old company that's been producing bikes, and I guess they've come up with this thing with DJI, where DJI makes this whole drive system that is believe it or not, is one of the things that
proprietary.
Yeah, it's really remarkable about this thing, because you're talking about this system is about 5.5 pounds, right? That puts out about a maximum of 1,000 watts.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. So it's a lot of for a bike. What they're saying, comparing to a lot of the other bikes out there, they wanted to go above and beyond.
Hey, Angie.
And I'm curious to know, but it has an OLED touchscreen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it also features a 600 watt battery, right? And the bike comes in about 42.3 pounds. It says about 19.2 kilograms. So I don't know. You do the math. I'm not figuring it out for you.
Yeah.
The DJI bike also has an 800 watt battery. On board with this bike that at what's the poundage on that battery? That battery will bring the bike up to a little bit, make the bike a little heavier. So the difference between the two bikes, you have, like I said, all of these systems included these two batteries and the drive system and the OLED screen is all DJI's workings.
On this company that's been out for a year making e-bikes.
Right, and DJI is doing this drive. So from what I was listening to the gentleman from DJI that was talking about the bike, He was saying that not yet can you connect your drone to it, but you can connect your smartphone, and that's was all of the talk that was flying around. That everybody was, does it do this? Does it do that? Does it this, that, and the other? Well,
Right.
what was interesting about it is that once it connects with your cell phone, when you leave the bike, it locks the drive shaft, the drivetrain on the bike, so they can't pedal the bike away, and it also will alert you that somebody has moved your bike.
If you lift it up in the air.
No, if the bike is moved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if the bike is moved at all, they'll alert you on your phone that the bike is moved.
See, that's something else.
So if they want the bike, they got to take you or take the cell phone with you or with them with the bike.
I think that's creative as far as an alarm system.
I thought that was interesting. Also, if they pick the bike up and run off with the bike, you can find the bike, the GPS on the phone. It's a cool feature for the bike.
It has a lot more features than your standard e-bike.
Yeah, but here's one of the things where you guys might not start getting a little scary, because it can monitor your heart rate and all of those things, and it can also it can also monitor like I said, your vital signs while you're riding your bike. Make sure you don't pass out while you're riding. So
hey, Johnny.
So believe it or not, it's happening.
Jim's droning, find my wheels. Well, yeah, if they lift your bike up, GPS will tell you exactly what a bike is.
So once it gets your heart rate and it monitors all of that stuff and sends it all back to China.
Right.
China can see how many fit people they have riding their bike in America.
It's funny you say that, because Ronnie had showed me this link, and I couldn't resist buying this shirt here. I don't know if you can see it. It says, hold on, not made in China. You can't see it, but hold on. Let me cut this junk effect off, or whatever it is. How the hell you do that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's the background, I think. Virtual background. Hold on. Let me see.
Well, if you put the shirt on.
Here it is. Not made by China, actually.
Not made by China?
Yeah. So
who
I
made
haven't
it?
found an opportune moment to
So who made it?
Who made it? Oh, hold on. Let me look at the label here. Let's look at the label. Labels don't mean shit nowadays, but Port & Company. Let's see where's the fine print. Made in Honduras. It's not made in China, but it's still made. It's made in Honduras. Funny, right? That's hilarious. What's the matter, man? I found it amusing.
Because it can't get no more sadder than that. You know what I mean?
Countries cracking on other countries. What?
It can't get no more sadder than that. Like how bad does it have to be before it gets better? Made in Honduras. If it is not made in China, right? So it's good. Made in Honduras.
Yeah. It could be made anywhere else, as long as it's not in China. I get it. I do get it. But anyway, we missed that first sponsor, Herman, by about 11 minutes.
So we can do it. I mean, it's not impossible.
For drone news and tech talk, tune in on Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to Wednesday Night with those guys.
Okay. There we go. That was so much easier.
Oh,
Huh?
was it?
Yeah. That was so much easier.
I'm feeling left out.
Yeah, I know, kind of. Everything's automated. You might as well. Everything's automated. You might as well. We appreciate you, Scott. And for
Let's
those of
go.
you who
Jack.
don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know what day exactly you come on. I happened to catch you one day I was home, but Jack Rabbit has a live stream that he does.
Mhm.
I stopped in the other night, which was nice. Like I said, I was home for once. I figured I'd stop in and say hello. We had a few people in there. You know, it's okay with not being home.
You know what?
What?
Just talk about getting a raise, but they don't want to work.
Hey, I had to do a lot of work for that raise.
I don't know what that's about, but I just want to continue about the bike, the bike. Like
About
I said,
what?
the bike.
So,
Like you were
go
saying with
ahead.
the bike, you got two versions of this thing, and it's funny because you got a black one and a silver colored one, and in my opinion, it kind of doesn't matter because it all depends on which battery you purchase. Because the setup comes with either or battery, but the same drivetrain. But you have the 800 watt battery that happens to put the weight of the bike to 44.5 pounds, and you have the 600 watt hour battery that brings the weight of the bike to, like I said, the 42.3, which happens to be the 19.2 kilograms you see floating around out there.
Okay.
So, you know, the beauty of the bike was one thing that Lars did mention last week was they have a charger. This charger, believe it or not, is a beautiful charger. It's a 12 amp charger at 504 watts, which is kind of weird, honestly. And they say it can charge the battery from 0 to 75% in about an hour and a half. So I don't know.
That's not bad. I know most. Go ahead.
I'm not sure about the price. They're claiming somewhere around 6 for the base, and somewhere about 10 for the pro version. There's a couple of different things that come in with the bike other than in features other than the two colors of the bike, and there's more to come on this thing.
Okay.
They're not exactly sure on the release date. I'm thinking somewhere they're saying that somewhere from what I'm hearing about September, October, somewhere in there. So I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm actually glad to see them come up with an e-bike. You know why? Because they have the technology. They have the battery tech.
You think so?
Huh?
You think so?
Yeah. Why not? Everybody else is doing it.
Word.
And everything is proprietary. Like, you know, there will be no third-party batteries hooked up to this bike. That's for sure.
You remember when that was a thing, and then the drone started recognizing that it was a
DJI fixed that shit. You used to be able to go buy a battery, a third-party battery for the Phantoms.
With the Phantom 3.
Yep. With the Phantom drones. They started coming out with third-party batteries like they have for these e-bikes. And now the drones, DJI drones, started telling you this is not a factory battery. And if you fly, you're voiding the warranty on your drone, blah, 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 blah.
Go ahead.
You know,
Crash.
if you crash, we told you this battery don't belong in here.
Crash
So don't try and get your Kia refresh.
Yeah, refresh your Kia.
The fresh care. That's funny. You know, The videos I watched, the delay, the videos actually played smoothly. So we are at a plus. They played smoothly. Zoom just wasn't having it, I guess. Whatever the case may be. Why are Johnny and you not blue? Herman, can you make Flying Flynn and Johnny blue? Who else? Who else is not
Johnny who?
blue? Johnny Flying Flynn, John, and
Yeah.
I think Johnny Drone Flyer. Let me see. Let me scroll up
Johnny
here.
Joe Fly don't have a wrench.
Nope, he doesn't have a wrench. So Flying
Really?
Flynn and Johnny Drone Flyer. There's someone else too here in the chat
Not
that I
many.
saw. No, not many. We're catching up. We're catching up.
I really had let me see. Where the hell is Johnny?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's at the bottom. He just typed no wrench. So now you can click on his name.
I got you. I really thought you did.
Oh shit, Waypoint also. He said Herman told me $50 for a blue wrench. Hold on, here we go. The drone guy 42.
Hold
Let's
on
get
a
it
second.
all. Huh?
But you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? I didn't get the money yet.
Go ahead, man. He said he didn't get the money yet.
I didn't get
Okay, we got Flying Flynn, Johnny Drone Flyer, Waypoint New England, and the drone guy. Drone guy 42, Angel. And then I guess everybody's caught up. Isn't this just great? I took my flight with the Air 3 and the SD card was corrupt. It didn't record anything. He thought he was doing a hyperlapse, and Mark said he thought he was doing a hyperlapse. He took his Air 3 out for a maiden flight. The SD card was corrupt. It didn't record anything. No hyperlapse, nothing.
Who did this happen to?
Mark Fisher, M Drone 1.
Oh,
Wow.
good.
Sorry to hear, Mark.
And wow.
You know what that means? Get to go back out there and do it again.
I'm surprised it didn't give you like an error message when you formatted the thing.
Johnny said Lawrence cashed my wrench. Oh shit. They're trying to say they send me the $50, Herman. Johnny said Lawrence cashed my wrench. Wow, he blew me up. I thought we were close, Johnny. I see now. Throw me under the bus.
Well, you know, if you go to the about section on the channel, you'll see exactly where to send the checks. The address, the address,
PayPal.
the address
PayPal
is there. The PayPal is there. The address is there to.
We don't know if you guys have noticed, but Herman was supposed to have been monetized a couple of years back, and YouTube is still shitting on him because he has all the qualifications. Oh, see, now Flynn said he had to pay both Lawrence and Herman for a wrench. Yeah, see.
Wow.
What's the next story?
Wow. Well, you know what?
I'm glad I got my wrench before the price went up.
There's been some talk, right, going around, and well, for me, everything I'm talking about these couple of subjects here is old news. But last week we also mentioned, we talked about there was articles that was out there. As Vina Singh, she puts out all these articles, and she had put out the article that was showing that the what do you call it, the OSMO Action 5, talked about that, how it had hit the FCC database. You know, for those of you who wouldn't find out about it, this I heard about this last week from that article, and a few other spots seen it, because even your man from Quattro News, he was on it too when he came out and mentioned, you know, this here, talked about the FCC database. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was there. It was all there. So I don't know. All of that was out there from last week, Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's why we mentioned it, that that the Action 5 hit the FCC database. So from what I see, I'm not sure on the actual camera itself and what it looks like. But
Mark says he's getting it as soon as it drops. I was thinking that 1-inch sensor is going to be a game changer.
you was thinking about getting it as soon as it drops.
Mark said, yeah, M Drone 1 said he's going to get it as soon as it drops.
I hear you. It looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I still have a couple of action cams here, and most of the time, other than the fact to have it on the dashboard of the car, or not just a car, the truck, but I don't really use it for much other than that. What about you, Lawrence? What do you think about it? Because I've seen so many stories on this thing, and everybody's been talking about it. What do you think?
Okay. Well, getting back to the action, let me answer Eldon real quick, and I'll get back to your action camera thing, because Eldon says he wanted the Air 3 and was waiting for the M4, but this might be the first time he don't pull a trigger on release date with all the ban talk. Well, we can end the ban talk right now by saying nothing's going to happen for a few years.
Nothing?
Nothing's going to happen for a few years. Fly your drones, be happy, buy your drones, do whatever you want to do. A few years we have yet, at a minimum 2 to 3 years. Okay, fly your drones, buy your drones, do whatever you're going to do. Now, getting back to the action cam, Mark is right. The Action 4 and the Action 3, I thought were amazing cameras at the
Very
size.
similar.
Right, but they do not have that 1-inch sensor. And if they can do that with that cell phone sensor, imagine what they can do with a 1-inch sensor.
What, all of the things that I've been telling you about 1-inch sensors?
The bigger the eye, the more you can see. Yeah, that's your famous quote, right?
Well, the bigger the eye, the better you can see.
Yes.
And with all of the image quality that these companies have been working on, I would assume that the bigger lens, bigger eye, would be able to
Even
have.
the Osmo 3 has a 1-inch sensor. This is the time where a lot of those cell phone cameras, and well, not cell phone cameras, but a lot of these smaller drones are going to be getting 1-inch sensors.
You really think all of them?
No, not the Mini. I don't see them putting a 1-inch sensor on any of the Mini series. But from the Air 2S up, well,
really,
from the Air 3 up,
well, we thought that about the Air 3, and look at what happened.
True.
Yeah, so that was a test of image quality. You know, the ability to have good image quality.
Right.
So I don't know. I wouldn't say. I mean, look at some of the thing. I mean, I'm waiting to see what the next mini drone can do. So I don't know, image quality.
I agree with you. I mean, could you put a 1-inch sensor in a Mini? Yes. Would you want to? Maybe not, because then you may have to upgrade the motors and stuff like that. But I could be wrong. The DJI could be ready to put 1-inch sensors in everything they have, in which case you guys are going to go out and buy it all up.
Yeah. When you say buy it all up.
Well, when I say that, I in general, I mean, we all don't call ourselves DJI fanboys, but we are deep down. You know, A lot of us, we trust DJI. What I mean by DJI fanboy, we trust the technology. We don't. There's nothing else that compares to it. You like DJI quality stuff. It's like some people like Mercedes, some people like BMWs, but some people just happen to like DJI more than other drone companies out there, right? Think about it.
I hear you.
Pretty hard to Jim Joni says pretty hard to top the Mini 4 Pro unless you put a 1-inch sensor in it.
You might be
in
right
the Mini
on
5.
you might be right on that. I mean, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, but listen. What do I know?
Right.
What do I know?
Listen, whatever they come out with, you're gonna buy it. People are gonna buy it.
Who?
And we know this.
You?
No.
Yeah.
Until they come out with a smart controller, there's no need for me to upgrade to anything on OcuSync 4. When they come out with a radio that operates all their shit, then I will. But I did say if an Air 3S came out, I would jump on it.
Really?
And as much as I don't want to, I may have to. I may have to jump on that one.
What?
You guys like Maseratis? Oh, I know. Only when I'm not driving.
Mars is going to get a what?
I still have my Air 2S. I have my Mavic 3 Classic.
You really believe that that's what's coming out? The Air 3S?
Yeah. I'm still on it.
Yeah, I can believe that one too. I don't know about Mavic 4. I'm not into that one.
Air smear.
But because I know when they come out with the Mavic 4, we can forget about the OcuSync 4.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You're flying the Air 2S, Lawrence. Yes, I have the Air 2S. I still fly it. I switch it between my Mavic 3 and other than the night mode that the Mavic 3 has, I can do pretty much the same thing with my Air 2S that I do photo-wise with my Mavic 3. That's why I fly my Air 2S. Yes, the Air 2S is a beast. Yes, it is.
You know what's funny about that? With the software, right?
Yeah.
That we use to do for the inspections. You could kind of fake it with the Air 2S.
You can what?
You can kind of fake it with the Air 2S. It's a good backup drone.
Yes. I agree. I agree with you. If you need a backup drone, Air 2S, and it shoots in a higher 5K resolution than the Mavic 3.
Well, no, I'm talking about for what we do with the drone at some of the things that we need to use the drone for the inspections.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right about that.
The enterprise drone is ideal, but you can fake the funk with believe it or not, with the Mavic 3 and series, any of the drones. And
Barkley caught you, said Herman fakes it. See, this lets you know that whenever you think nobody's listening, somebody's listening.
He heard that, but he didn't hear a damn thing I said about the bike.
Hey, Barkley, what's up, man? Yeah, there's definitely nothing wrong with the Air 2S. Keep in mind, she's 3 years old and still flying strong. My batteries haven't gotten puffy or nothing. Great battery maintenance.
It's a software that's used that is when you capture the pictures in a certain way, it's hard to explain.
You see the Eldon put, in theory, the 1-inch sensor is better, but like mirrorless cameras now with crop sensors in 2024, quality is spectacular. And the Air 3 camera, camera is really good. Sometimes close in quality to the M3, to the 4/3. Yeah. John Flying Flynn says the Air 2S is better than the Air 3 for raw photos, in my humble opinion.
Okay.
I would like to see them side to side, a raw photo.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And
That's
Gary says he's on his third Air 2S. Now, see?
Okay, because Gary gave one of them away.
True.
And then the other one got ran over.
True. And then one got stolen.
No, he gave one away.
Oh, okay. So what was that? Someone had got a drone stolen out of their car, or I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one he
that was the one he gave away.
Yeah.
I thought there was some new shit.
No, he gave those away. He left it in the car.
Yeah,
I don't
Gary.
leave my drone in the car nowhere.
Listen, the guy in the store, Herman, like over by you, says you got to check your bag. Look, you don't make enough in a month to cover what's in this bag. Plain and simple, right? What do you tell the doorman? What do you tell the guy by you? He don't even ask you no more, right? Because he got tired of you.
Look at him and keep walking.
Yeah, see, that's what's up. Anyway, it's 6:02, and we got to take out time for a sponsor. Our second sponsor.
Really? Do we?
Yeah, it's that time.
Okay.
Got to keep the bills paid.
Well, drone a deer. You know, if you're a drone pilot, Part 107, you're looking to scale your operations. You know, record keeping. You got everything you got right there. Book all your appointments through Drone a Deer. Drone a Deer is the place you might be able to find there's tools there in Drone a Deer for you to become a more knowledgeable pilot. Check out Drone a Deer. If you're looking, like I said, to scale your operations and you need to have a website to show off your work, all of that can be done right there in Drone a Deer.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And it's free to sign up, and they will set up a Zoom meeting with you and show you how they work. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, all of that good stuff like that, right?
Introduction.
They do it all. They do it all.
Yes.
Yeah, book all your appointments straight through them.
And then Drone a Deer also puts your bills together. So you want to charge someone, they know what you charge, etc. And they print out bills, etc.
So
what's next, Herman?
Everything is all there. Keep your records in file.
Right.
What's next? I don't know. What is going on out there? I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff happening other than the drone news that you wanna talk about. There's a lot of things happening. What's good with you? I asked you that earlier in the stream.
Yeah.
Never said anything. You just said you other than that. Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me put this link for Drone a Deer in the chat.
Well, the
go
link,
ahead. I have it.
Yeah, there's a link in the description for it if anybody is interested.
Okay. Well, I am actually.
Yeah.
I've been watching some videos. I saw a video Bot Grinder did about boycotting. I wanted to know why everyone was talking about boycotting.
Well, I was gonna get into that one.
Okay.
Because
I
thought that was interesting too. But we'll
get into that a little later.
What I wanted to do was stay on the topic of the stream title, and what I was looking at was I don't mean to laugh, but I mean because it's horrible. It's horrible, but a 4th of July drone light show disaster that the FAA is investigating on why 55 drones fell out of the sky.
Yeah.
So it's Angel Lake in SeaTac.
Mm-hmm.
Just after the show began, these drones, 55 of what was it, 200 drones, just fell out of the sky. They descended, lost orientation, and fell into the lake. You
Yes.
know, this was a loss of approximately what is it, $143,000 in equipment lost this is horrible. They question whether or not it was a jamming attack. You know, which is interesting because this actually cost the city of SeaTac $40,000
Yeah.
On this drone show. But as far as that is concerned, they say that each drone had a value of about $2,600 for each of the drones. I'm just looking at the fact that you know, you're talking about a company that does a lot of light shows. You know, they've done, you know, this, it was coordinated by the Great Lakes drone company. Excuse me, based in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do about 150 to 200 shows across the country. They say a year. I didn't know that
Yeah.
many drone light shows was taking place in the United States.
Yes.
Wow. And that's just them. So I don't know. What interests me and what bothered me about the fact that this happened, excuse me. Oh, wow. That the CEO, Matthew Quinn, he says that there was nothing wrong with the drones or nor the software.
Right.
In the articles that I've checked out. But they are pointing towards jamming, and that is funny because NBC News
Mm-hmm.
back in March I sent you the article on that, how they were talking about there was jamming equipment being sold online now.
Yes.
So you guys that are flying your drones, you guys got to be careful too, because there's, they claim that they're marketing jamming equipment online, and I thought that was a little scary.
Which is illegal in the United States. Any
Right.
type of jamming equipment is illegal.
So
I just wanted to point out, not only is it illegal, does the military have jamming equipment? Can they
Yeah.
use it? Well, we can't talk about them because they're completely different. But you can, Barkley, you can buy jamming devices online. They were actually selling them on Amazon at one time, right? Until they took them
Amazon
off.
was actually being investigated for it.
Yeah. But
then,
Amazon wasn't doing it. They were third-party companies selling through Amazon, which is kind of interesting because for at some time and point, they must have made a few sales. Now, here's the funny thing. Being that selling jamming equipment in the United States is illegal, how were these guys given the green light to sell this jamming equipment, which is illegal, on Amazon? And then you have to say it comes down to the almighty dollar.
It actually comes down to how much does Amazon actually pay attention to what's actually being sold on their site. That's what it comes down to. So,
Barkley says they almost brought one online, but they're too expensive. And that was in the article also, Barkley, how they were saying these jamming devices are so damn expensive, there's not a large market for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there definitely is not a large market for them. But people are selling them. Now, hey, Ronnie, follow the money. Yeah, follow the money trail and see where it goes. All I can say is it's illegal to own jamming devices. And the number one reason that they say it's illegal, the FCC says jamming devices interfere with radio frequencies, meaning if someone is using a frequency, EMS, firemen, police, these frequencies get interrupted, it could cause more harm than anything else. All right, John, have fun flying your Avata too.
Well, as you know, Lawrence, if you want to keep on moving, you keep on moving. But I'm looking at the stuff that's on the lineup, and I'm like, wow. Autel, how did you think it wasn't going to happen to you? I mean, I mean, I'm not making fun of them. I'm not like that. I'm just saying that we knew this was coming, and you know, Autel has been added to the, you know, the trade blacklist. You know, so what's that mean? I mean, what is it? You know, I mean, DJI has been on that list since 2020.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? What does that mean for Autel? Autel will be forbidden to be able to trade and have certain licenses and be able to trade for, and be able to get certain technology from the United States. Well, DJI was under that same situation since what we said 2020. What's going on? You know, DJI has produced how many drones, how many cameras, how many products that they've pushed since then. But Autel now just happened to them right after they said they were going enterprise. I think that them going enterprise, they're gonna have to move operations somewhere to be able to do anything.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that, only because this is like a punch in the belly to Autel. They're like, all right, there's going to be a ban soon, and what gave them the idea that they could get away with it after hearing what happened to DJI?
Trying to get away with anything. I'm just saying too, they were just laying low because they weren't the big name. You know. Listen, when you're in the schoolyard or in the yard, period, if you drop the biggest dude, everybody in the yard respect you, right? So
True.
They're not coming after Autel. They're coming after DJI.
Right.
So, you know, once DJI was on the list, they're looking around like, who's next? Oh, that dude Autel, he's still here. Let's put him on the list too.
Yep.
So that's all.
Let's get his little brother.
Who's next?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
So once they snatch up Autel, Hubson and Holly Stone and what was that? All them drones that everybody be getting the little Femi memes. Yeah, all that stuff. That'll be all gone too. That'll be all on the list too, eventually. But I mean, I don't think that anybody really cares too much about, you know, about some of those other drones. I mean, they just get mentioned in the whole Chinese drone speak.
Yeah, it was a matter of time before someone brought their name up. But honestly, if you're gonna knock down the biggest guy in the park, the little guys are just gonna sit there and go, well, I guess we'll be next, you know, accept it and run with it. But I just thought it was strange.
Right, they just won't be able to buy U.S. tech and stuff like that, and things of that nature. I mean, I get it. It's not the end of the world. So, I mean, but that's if Autel is able to produce drones the way DJI has been able to produce drones. you know, and that's where they're down. This is where that hurts them, because they don't even produce drones like DJI. So DJI, I mean, I'm not gonna say that DJI didn't feel a blow from this happening to them, but they've been able to put drones out, and guys have been able to purchase the DJI drones. Autel just doesn't produce that many drones like that, or products, period.
True.
You
And
know,
or
you know what, Lawrence?
yeah,
What I did want to do, right? What, you know, I saw this and I thought it was horrible because just wanted to mention this, that Baltimore-based drone manufacturer, Watts Innovation,
yeah,
they're shutting down after 8 years in business. You know, American company, American drone company. It's sad because, like I said, here's a company here in America. We talk about building America. America has no outlet to make sure that something like this never happens. This is still an infancy stage of industry. Here's the company that's been in business 8 years. It's going under. I don't know the reasons that they claim, but I look at some of the things that they've done.
a lot.
Yeah. From well, let me start with this. Like the founder of the company, Bobby Watts, sound like a big dude. Yeah. He's like many of us. Started out with RC, and he got into the RC helicopter competition. And from there, he branched out and started his company later on and did his thing. But some of the things that this company has done, from like the Super Bowl halftime show, the Kentucky Derby, NASCAR, and what's that? The Stranger Things from Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
To talk about that and to say like
They were the pioneers in the drone business, movie.
Yeah, exactly, because we also did a story on them. We did a story on them when they did the wild forest forestation. What is it, with the control burns?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They were using their drones to fight fires and stuff like that.
The forest fire, they control burns. We did a story on them a few years back when Tom was here with us. We did a story on that. And 8 years they're now going out. And I don't know. In the last few years they've been with Drone Up, which happens to be the logistics partner for Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know. Walmart's been real up and down, waffling with the drone delivery too in a lot of places. And I don't know. Now, I guess they're going under, so I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I don't think there's so much going under. Honestly, my opinion is
to other things.
They can't. Either they can't, or they don't want to keep up with today's technology, because the kind of drones that they built were big hulking drones. They carried professional cameras, like Red cameras, these $7, $8, $10, $20,000 cameras. And now you have SIN carriers that do the same thing. You can buy a carbon fiber frame and build a SIN whoop to carry a red camera.
From where?
They have them all over,
Yeah,
definitely.
but where are the
All
parts?
over. The prices vary on these frames. Just a frame
Where
alone.
Lawrence, where are the parts and all of that from?
China.
Right. See,
Yeah.
you know, this is what I'm trying to tell you, that when you start getting into what we're talking about, building drones and staying with the technology, to be able to produce something like this, right? This is just the Phantom 4, right? Phantom 4 Pro.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to look at that from the technology to build that, to design that frame, that housing, and get all of your workings inside that gut, to have somebody be able to do that, be able to manufacture that, to be able to do all those things.
Yeah. Now I just want to
getting smaller. Yeah, you're right.
Right, but right, stuff is getting smaller. But I wanted to pull up this picture because this goes to show how much the price is. Imagine what I'm about to show you is going to show the price actually tripling in comparison to what today's price is. Today's price is going for this. The frame itself starts at $2,800, $2,900, but it can go as high as $12,000. Now imagine if all this price is tripled, because that's exactly what's going to happen. This is a sin lifter right here. It's using some type of DJI camera in the front here. It looks like an air unit, but these things are not cheap. They're not freaking cheap. And like you said, Herman, that may have a lot to do with it. The fact that they are, how would you say, the parts that they make their drones with are coming from abroad.
Right.
They may be jumping ship early.
Listen, you have to have an ecosystem to make things cost effective.
Yeah. And right now, it looks almost impossible to have a profitable drone business in the United States. It looks hard, but until we start building stuff here, that's what's going to happen to a lot of companies.
Making stuff smaller, you're gonna have to get on that computer and start having somebody start designing frames and stuff like that for yourself.
Yeah. Well, they have places that cut graphite for you, carbon fiber for you. They have places you send them your specs and they'll cut it to your specs. So do you want to do that? Is getting an SGI waiver getting easier? Honestly, no.
Who knows? But I don't know, Lawrence. What I wanted to ask you, really quick question, I wanted to ask you, because you kind of mentioned it earlier, and I was interested myself on why is everybody talking this about boycotting Rotor Riot, and then I saw some stuff about Rotor Riot is with actually, are they actually arming drones along with Red Cat to kill people?
It's funny you say that, because I watched a video with Bot Grinder, and he jumped on the bandwagon with a few people, and you have to get out there and say, if you're going to boycott certain companies for certain things, you have to jump on the bandwagon and boycott Rotor Riot, because Rotor Riot right now has been brought by Red Cat. Red Cat is the owner of Teal drones. They're up to Teal 2 now. These are drones that can fly in swarms. Go ahead.
I got a couple of cars from
them. Right. Red Cat makes model RC cars. Red Cat, they brought Rotor Riot, and they brought the goggles. What are the goggles? I can't think of the freaking goggles name now.
Fat Shark.
Fat Shark. They brought the Fat Shark goggle company as well. To come to find out, and I did a little bit of research on this, Red Cat is selling drones to kill people, and Rotor Riot is a part of this. If you don't know what this story is about, Red Cat's recon and strike drone system aims to meet U.S. replicators' needs which means they are already almost in the works of building these things for the U.S. military or militaries around the world. Now, it's funny because, go ahead.
That you wouldn't happen to be talking about this system here that they were talking about?
Yes. Thank you for pulling it up on screen. Yes. If you look at the top of the screen there, they say the flight wedge. Could you keep that up for a second? Thank you. That this they're going to use 3 separate drone systems with one controller or multiple controllers, but all drones will link. The first one is the FlightWave Edge 130, which will do reconnaissance of areas, map areas, etc. for the next 2 drones. The next one is a Teal 2, which has incredible night vision and zoom capability. And the third one is the Fang, FPV UAS with MMS, M joiner, whatever, lethal payload. And they have a picture of it right here. You can take it down, Herman. Thank you. With a bomb attached to it at the bottom. Now, if you want to know what this Red Cat drone looks like.
This guy right here is what you're talking about?
Yes. This drone, I actually went and did some research. This drone was created by Rotor Riot. It's one of Rotor Riot's cheapest drones. You can find it on Rotor Riot's site for $600. It starts at $600, depending on what protocol you use. The only difference between this drone here, Herman, and the one on Rotor Riot's page is this one has a long-range antenna.
Okay.
And to show you that this is the same exact drone that Rotor Riot's now using to build, or they gave Red Hat the blueprints to build, I have a page of Rotor Riot's, off Rotor Riot, of the same exact drone. Give me a second here. Let me pull this up to share, and I'll go into more detail. This is that same drone right there is this one here, the CL2 5-inch built-in tuned drone. Now, I have a DJI O3 system, and I use Crossfire, so it would cost me $663 to build this drone. If you have DJI, the price varies, whatever. But the point I'm making is this is the same exact drone, the same camera system. I don't know same parts. It looks like they took these ESCs off of the drone that Red Cat has. But Rotor Riots and Red Cat are building drones to freaking kill people with. That's crazy, right?
Wow.
That's crazy. And
that what the community is coming to?
This is what the drone community is coming to now. Now, XJet did do a video on this. XJet did do a video, and he was kind of partial to it. I understood his point. Because if the drone community is going to shit in the United States, guess what? Rotor Riot has the right to keep making its stockholders money.
Well,
okay, this is XJet's opinion, not mine.
Well,
watch this video on it.
Well, you're right. I mean, you're right. I guess. I mean, listen. Everybody's doing.
Yeah, everybody's flipping the script and
hold on a second.
And yeah.
Go
ahead. I'm just putting a picture up.
This is a hobby I got into about 7 years ago. 8 years ago. This is a hobby I got into about 8 years ago. And you're sharing that. Yeah. I got into this hobby about 8 years ago, and we've been flying drones in this country for years safely. I'm not going to say without incident, but the fatality rate on the drones and in the airspace, I understand that time is changing, but when we look at how safe this hobby has been, or just for my own 8 years, and we've done stories here on the live stream we've released numbers that were released by DJI on how many flights that were taking place. What's up, Draymond? That took place here in the United States or around the world, whatever it was, and how safe it's been without, like I said, without fatality for so many years. To see that the things that are being done right now are a little disturbing to me, because when we start getting into talking about things that we talk about here on the stream, the future of the drone industry and them putting out all these drones in the airspace for delivery and to fly people around and stuff like that. It just talks about the world that we used to watch on cartoons and stuff like that, and imagine living in that world. But in the times we live in now, we've seen drones leverage for warfare.
Yeah.
You know, not only big military drones, but other small drones, not only small drones built by military, but drones that you might call off the shelf that you can purchase in the store or Best Buy, something like that, or purchase online, or even the drones that guys are flying FPV. You see that these drones are being leveraged for military use. When you step back and you start looking, you say, like, well, damn. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. DJI, just to mention, you know, we did a story how that once they realized that their drones are being leveraged for military use over in the war, that they stopped the service in Ukraine and in Russia. Now the drones have been hacked to be able to do what they got to do with them. I get it. I mean, that could have been almost anybody's product.
True.
You know, we're seeing drones being leveraged for warfare. DJI got a black eye for not leveraging their drones for warfare and saying that there was a supply chain issue. And they cut off supply chain issue to a country that needed the drone for war issues. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Exactly.
You look at drones being used now, you talk about FPV drones to use to kill people. Well, you're already using them over in Ukraine to do it. I don't know what's next.
They've been doing it for a while.
You know, like I said, guerrilla warfare is a serious thing, and it works. You know,
you see what Barkley put?
Do I say that?
Go ahead.
Do I say that Rotor Riot is wrong for this? They're a company that's in business.
Their stockholders need to make money.
You know, I mean, they're a company that's in business. They're a little compromised because they've been purchased, right? Right? They've been purchased by another company.
Yeah. They were purchased by Red Hat, and now their new job is to mass produce drones for
so they
warfare.
got to produce these drones so that way they can arm them to do what they have to do because they sell military weapons.
But I want to read this small section here, okay?
Now, what was it that Barkley said? Someone now you Barkley.
No, Barkley was saying how you kill that drones are used in warfare, so are cars, planes, boats, balloons, cell phones, lasers, radios, etc.
Yeah, we know that.
I agreed with him, but I want to point out that how fixed on the government is on doing this. We've heard of the government testing out swarms. Okay, swarm technology, dropping thousands of drones from a plane and having them autonomously attack targets, etc. Well, Red Cat Holding claims a new system will provide the industry with an alternative to conventional ISR strike systems that are high cost and non-retrievable. The new system will meet the Pentagon's Replicator initiative for swarms of low-cost, attritable low-cost strike drones.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to try anymore. But
Oh,
this is from Red Cat's mouth. They're
uh-huh.
saying their strike system, which consists of hold on, consists of this photo right here. I have to bring this photo up because if you do not look at this photo here, let me open it up in a new tab so you can see it. Okay, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. I forgot you had capability, Herman, to do the same thing. I got it. This
What?
3-drone strike system right here is the ultimate system. They say you could buy them independently, and all of these drones here work. If you can, if you still got it, Herman, all of those drones
Oh,
work on the same architecture, the same network. One pilot can communicate between each. Yes, thank you. Can communicate between each of the drones and the pilot. They have a picture right here. It's the 3rd drone down of the FPV drone with some type of ordnance system attached to it already.
mhm. Ready to
If you
blow it
look
up.
right below the drone, right there, there's a little round object there. I'm sure it's some type of some kind of municipal,
Right there,
some type of weapon. Yes.
right there, on the right under the belly.
Yeah, yeah. Now, like Herman said, companies need to eat. Stockholders need to know if their money is invested in Rotor Riot. Rotor Riot needs to say, in order to keep this money investing in us, hey, Waypoint, we need to come up with an idea to keep making money for our company and our business and ourselves. And the military, who has a limitless budget other than the military. Like I said, this drone costs on the average of $600 tops. They'll probably sell it to the military for about $2,000 or $3,000, and everybody's happy. You know how they used to pay so much money for a screwdriver, things like that. That concept.
Well, to be honest with you, Barkley, I can answer that.
Wait for it says get Red Cat on here.
I can answer that question
It's
for you,
true, Barkley.
I think it is that people in the drone community have a personal tie to the subject because of the simple fact that I think that the drone community feels that they're losing their hobby. They're losing what they, like I said, I've been flying drones 8 years now. 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. And I just look at some of the things that's happened in 8 years, and I'm like, wow, come a long way. And I think that some of the guys that are in the community look at things that are happening, and they say to themselves, like, does the drone community need that right now? That look, that it's already a bad eye that everybody thinks you're just some peeping Tom.
Already.
Now the same the guy now who's bothering nobody with his goggles on flying FPV. Now, what is he going to blow up?
The military industrial complex is the largest institution in the world. Of course, companies want to sell their products and services to it. This is true. This is true.
I agree with that.
And I agree with that 100%. But my point is, you want to boycott. People want to boycott things, and something as small as this, which needs to be boycotted, or show that they don't support, they don't do it.
I get what everybody. I get what is being said, and if you don't want to buy any of their drones because of this, then I mean you have the right to do that.
Right.
Just like anything else, like I have the right to not buy that drone, but to buy this drone.
Hey, Ray Kelly.
You don't see any Autel boxes over there.
Right. You have the right to buy what you want, when you want, whatever. It's just that the issue. I feel the issues that people fucking worry about aren't the ones you should be worrying about.
Well, I mean, no, I get it. No,
People worry about frivolous stuff as opposed to stuff like
don't
this.
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. No, because you have that right. And if there's issues that don't deal with your soul, that go against your
You have
morals,
that option.
and the company that you like to you would like to deal with or dealing with is doing something that you don't agree with, you have the right to not deal with them. You see athletes and all these guys do simple stupid shit, and these companies revoke their deals with them real quick because of things that they did that was beyond their conduct. So why not when it goes the other way around? These are big companies. You have the right to not spend your money with them.
Yeah, no. Barkley is agreeing with us. He says, I'm agreeing with Herman and Lawrence. People need to live in a world of reality. That said, in this country, they also have the right to speak up against it. 100%. Ray Kelly gets detention for coming to the stream late, Barkley says.
Okay.
But I just thought it was interesting because I just caught wind of this news, Herman, a day or two ago. And I'm like, this is the fourth time this week I've heard Rotor Riot should be boycotted. And I watched Bot Grinder, who's an infamous FPV pilot.
I did watch his video.
He never liked Rotor Riot to begin with, and he says this in the beginning of the video. And he also says, but all of that put aside, Rotor Riot's building bomb drones.
He mention that he did like a few people.
Yes, and he was being honest. Now, if you want a more partial video, XJet has a video on it where he's a little more partial because he also believes Rotor Riot has the right to make money for their shareholders.
He understands that.
Yes.
It's the caring part is the next thing.
Yeah, well, that's
understanding
where everyone
and caring is two different things.
True, but fortunately, we live in a country where no one's going to come up and whack you with a stick for saying what you said.
Okay. I'll watch on something. And this is just me saying this, going away from drones and everything like that. When Don King, right, stole $400 million from Mike Tyson, right? Mm-hmm. I feel, me personally, that the government should give Mike Tyson a free pass to beat him up.
Yeah. For $400 million? Hell yeah.
Now, watch this. At the same time, Don King has the right to get an ambulance to the hospital afterwards.
Of course. The best of healthcare.
So that's what I believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%, Herman. It's a shame that I just feel some of the stuff I see people boycotting in the world today. I'm like, are you serious? Are you freaking serious? People die every day in wars. We see it all the time.
Like what? Stay away from the tree huggers. They get mad.
No, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna behave today and leave it at that.
What's going on, man?
How are you, Metro Drones? Anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. We don't usually go on a rant, but like I said, I found out about Don King, Mike Tyson. Oh, that'll be close, Barkley says. What old Mike would have to do is lean on him.
I'm not saying now. I'm talking about back when he came out of prison.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Either way,
I have something here to break the monotony, Herman.
What?
Give me a second. I have something here. It's a short, and we have permission to play this because
yeah. I forgot to tell you about that one.
Here we go.
There we go. What is it? A good old man, Uncle Schmedium. Oh, wait a minute. Let me run that back. Run that back again.
Run it back again?
Yeah,
hold on. Okay, hold on. I thought it was creative. Hold on. Share screen. Here we go.
Matter with you. I don't like people who take drugs. For example, airport security. What's the matter with you?
You gotta be. You have to be quick on your feet to catch that one. I thought it was funny. Anyway, we appreciate you guys being here. We appreciate the support. Herman and I,
we're doing
we got to get used to the StreamYard thing, but I think we could make it work.
What? We got it.
And we got one more story. We got a story about a new drone.
Yeah, we got this. We got this. We got this. Now, I don't know if anybody had, or I don't know if you guys are into drone fishing or if you even heard of it.
Yes.
But we got a little drone. You got this, Lawrence? Or
yes, I got the video right here. I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Show the. We got this little
guys check this out.
Yeah, check this out. It's called the Aeroo Pro.
With one
You can hear
drone. Introducing Aeroo Pro, equipped with ultra-heavy lift motors and an automatic payload release system. You can safely carry and release payloads up to 1 kilogram at the press of a button. With its 4K ultra-high-definition camera on a 3-axis gimbal, you can capture every moment in stunning, vibrant detail. Aeroo Pro has been built for the extremes. Its weather-resistant shell and corrosion-resistant coating protect all internal components from constant sea and salt spray over time. The motors, camera, and battery are all made from industrial and marine-grade components, designed to fly in extreme conditions. Our revolutionary AI flight battery uses machine learning to optimize flight time and performance based on your conditions, adjusting for payload, temperature, and altitude, giving you reliable power output and ultra-long flight times. All this means you can get 45 minutes flight time on a single charge. To recharge, simply place the battery on the Aeroo charging station and let the battery's onboard computer take care of the rest.
Okay, I'm going to stop it. Well, I should have showed the controller, Herman, because we had an issue. We had an issue with the controller. Hold on, it's still here. It's right here. Here it is.
Aeroo Pro is equipped with our revolutionary WaveSync transmission system, providing an ultra-high-definition 2.7K live image feed directly to your mobile device as you fly. Use the 6x digital zoom to spot the perfect drop point or get up close to the action. With WaveSync, you can...
Okay, that's it.
Well,
I'll put it so you can share.
Well, there's a few things about this drone that I like, and there's a few things about this drone I kind of say like, I'm curious. You know what? Before I can say I don't like a drone, I would have to fly the drone.
True.
But from what I'm looking at, if it works, 2.7K is pretty good, you know, as far as image back to your controller. The fact that I'm going to tell you the things from what I see I don't like first.
Go ahead. I'm going to bring up the website while you do that.
Which happens to be the controller. That happens to be the controller that was on, what's that, the Mavic?
The Mavic Pro
series?
The Mavic Pro series.
Yeah, the first joint. That and the original Mini probably had something like that. So I think that controller-wise, it can evolve. But when you get into what this drone is talking about, 4K ultra high definition, they tell you on this thing. Well, this is just a 12 megapixel camera with a 1 over 2.6 CMOS sensor with 3-axis gimbal. You got what they call it is their H log, which is for their post production, make easier for you in post production. So it's something, I guess, like a D-Log that you would have in what you find in most cameras or DJI.
Right.
You have stuff like continuous shooting, which is similar to what we call like a burst mode in most cameras and in DJI, and in DJI, as well as time to photos and follow me features that are in this drone. They also have the return to home feature in this drone, which is and they also have a 45-minute flight time on the battery, full charge. Top speed at 38.5 miles per hour, which is not too bad. Maximum range of 6.2 miles. Now, when you get into this drone, right, and you start talking about the fact that this drone, let's look at the price of what they're talking about with this drone. You're talking about a drone that comes in at a price of about what, $799.
Yes,
which is not too bad for this drone and for what it offers. Anything more than that, you kind of question it, wouldn't you? The fact that it can lift up to a kilo, I mean,
which is 2.2 pounds.
Not so bad. I mean, and it has features in the drone itself to be able to stabilize when carrying that weight, which is pretty good to me. I didn't think the price was too bad. I'm curious to know how it flies, how it operates.
Well, they're gearing this drone more towards the fisherman or low end delivery, low end delivery.
Yeah, like take a hot dog or two across the street.
Yeah, right. Yeah, something like that. They're not talking anything major, but it'll be interesting. You remember the Swell Pro? That was a drone that could go in the water and all of that. Well, I think we're past that stage, and now that we have these drops, this particular drone has a drop system on the drone.
Yep.
On the drone already. You don't have to attach no heavy devices. And it's supposed to have a 47-minute flight time. If we cut that down to 40 minutes, it's still decent flight time. And it's rated waterproof.
Yep. Provided that the guy who's receiving the delivery is an actual good punt returner, you good. I mean,
yeah. Warren says, capacity stated in kilos. It's not a drug mule in disguise.
Well, see, that's what they marketed to. See, they marketed behind guys that need to carry a kilo. So
right? Could you imagine?
So
like, you see one of these
guys that out fishing. So it makes it easier for guys to be able to say, well, I got to get 3 kilos over the fence by tonight. I need 3 drones.
Right. Oh, and a 6-time digital zoom on it.
Yeah, but it's basically marketed towards guys to be able to get bait out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or even to be able to spot fish, which might be legal in some places, but I've seen it done. Spot fish the drone, and you know where to go.
Right. So if this thing is going to carry a fishing line an eighth of a mile out,
or
a
even
a football field away, then that's that's doable. I could see that.
Yeah, why not? Angie.
Yeah, Angie's been here. Be careful, Herman. The FBI might be listening. Warren says.
What?
And I agree with Eldon. DJI spoiled us with their flight controls and reliability. That's why I've been saying for a while it's going to be a while before we can trust any other companies the way we trust DJI.
You're absolutely right. I didn't say anything that the FBI can come and bother me about. I didn't say I, or none of this stuff. I said they.
Yeah, definitely.
They are making drones with that go kaboom.
Yeah. So
these people here making drones, and they market it behind, and they say a kilo. I didn't say this.
Yeah, of all the
They-
measuring systems, you had to use
They
a
said
kilo.
this. I would never use any of these funny measuring systems. I would say poundage. You
Right.
figure it out, and whatever you want to figure it out.
Exactly. So we just wanted to let you guys know we might get used to this StreamYard thing. Seems like we had a successful stream tonight.
Was it?
It's okay, Herman. It'll take some getting used to, different things in different places. You know, it's like
What?
driving a different car, you know.
I don't know.
And would you believe I just got the alert for the live stream?
Something wrong with your stuff.
Oh no, it's in real time now though. It is live in real time there on LinkedIn.
We're live on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
We're live on Facebook somewhere in the country. We're
Okay.
live.
That's what's up.
May
All
not
right.
know where, but we're on Facebook somewhere live.
Good. I gave a thumbs up.
Where? On Facebook?
No, on LinkedIn.
Oh, why
I
not?
put
Why
good
not?
stream guys to myself.
Oh, really? He's losing it.
Oh, lost it long time ago. How are you, Steve Knowles? Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you all. Good stream, good content as usual. Well, we still have about 2 or 3 minutes left. Anything
Really?
you guys, you have to say, Herman, before we get out of here?
Well, I got the control in my hands. Anything that you want to say before we get out of here?
Oh no, I'm good. I'd just try to be a better person tomorrow than you were today. That's all.
Yeah. What did he say? But
Herman, we are the only country on earth that isn't on the metric system. Sad but true, Barkley. Sad but true.
But you know what, Barkley? We could stay away from certain things being not on the metric system. And the guys that are on it here in America, we gotta watch them.
Later, Eldon.
You know, so if you know,
Hey, Mark.
you know those guys that can break down the whole metric system, break down a kilo, and but he can't read the book in front of him. Yeah,
Yeah. I know a few people like that.
that's what happened.
Stream this to your audience. I don't have to stream anything.
What happened to the audience?
It's that time.
Wow. I guess it is, you know. So what do we do, Lawrence? We say goodbye to everyone. Good night. Have a nice rest of the week. And because you already told everyone to what? Be a better person tomorrow?
Yeah, be a better person tomorrow than you were today.
Okay. And with that being said, and we'll see you next time with those guys. Good night, everyone.
Good night.